Hello YouTube, this is Mickey D back with episode 104 of Stationeers. And so I did a little bit of work off camera, obviously made a, wow, I smelted up about 3+ bags of iron, a bit of gold, and obviously made up about 150 or so of heavy cable and few hundred, one, two, three, 350 steel sheets. So hopefully that'll last us a little while. And we're all set on pipes. Hope we'll run out, but that'll get us started. Hey David, how you doing? So, and I was sitting here as I was making heavy pipes or not heavy pipes, yeah, heavy wire, and I was thinking that, and I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm going to try it. That do we not have lights? Where are our lights? Okay, thank you. Um, so we can only run 500 watts on, um, basically we can run 4 heaters on one, because for whatever reason you can't run five. I'm guessing it's how the power kind of peaks and ebbs and flows. It's not, consistent. Um, so if you try to buy five, then they just flick on and off, on and off, on and off, meaning that they're not quite always getting a steady watts across the 5,000 watts across the line. So um, I think what I'm going to try to do is do light cable on four, connect that light cable into a heavy cable, and run that back, and then have another four connected up and run that. So basically, the heavy cable kind of make the main line running back, and then that way we don't have to run a ton of circuits back to the room. Um, I think that should work, because as long as it's only pulling the four over the light cable, I'm hoping it's intelligent enough to do that. I believe it is, but we'll find out. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And we're going to run these. What do we got? We've got 1, 2, 3. We got four up here. So we'll have these four. And I should have probably grabbed more light cable too while I was thinking about it. Yes, my work day was a little short. I hit my 40 a little bit early, so that was kind of nice. But that's only because we're insanely busy right now. And housework, I have some housework to do. Not today, this weekend. I will be busy. I gotta do a little repair on my truck, which is nothing major. It'll just be kind of time consuming. And I gotta do some yard cleanup since all the snow is finally gone. So lots of leaves to rake. All right, here we go. And so we're going to run, let's see, we need to come back, obviously, out towards that way, and maybe we'll go down. So I think what we're going to do is we'll just start this way, run around, and then we can just continue that down, or even down over, because we do have heaters down here, I believe. Did we, or did we not put them in? Actually, I don't... Oh, we did put heaters in here. Okay, yeah, so then we'll run down here with the light cable as well, and then we'll combine them, and they can shoot off over there, and then we'll hit... Probably that circuit can combine into that as well. So we'll see if this works or not. I guess the worst it's going to do is burn up probably whatever cable is from the transition to the heavy to light, and then I'll have to go through and replace it all, which I will do that off camera if I have to redo it. I'm not going to make you guys sit through me wiring up these twice. Yeah. And oh, did anybody see the devs put out a announcement today that well, for one, there wasn't. I guess they've been aiming for Fridays as been public releases. I didn't think they were quite doing them weekly, but anyway, they said it was delayed because there was some colds and whatnot. I haven't. Oh, and obviously I ran that one opposite from all the others, so that's great. Um, I'm debating. I haven't put them in yet. Um, since it's a maintenance area, I and it's only 1 block tall. I'm not really sure what I want to do for lights down there right now. I might not, just because it should be an area that we shouldn't really have to go to all that often. Um, but then again, I'll probably wish we had lights down there. So I haven't really decided what I'm going to do yet. But I don't know. I kind of want to leave the walls free, so I'm thinking about sticking them in the floor or something. Though, I mean, honestly, a few lights isn't going to take up that much space. Or we can put them in the ceiling as well. Um, I just don't know how they're going to do if it's only 1 block tall. Oops. I guess we can... and you know what? We could just combine these. So chances are I will probably end up putting lights down there. And but we spent most of basically last episode wiring up lights. So I was like, you know what? We'll just skip that area for now. And the other thing, if I put lights down there, I guess maybe I'll just put them on. If I do, I'll put them on a switch, because there's no door down there, so we can't have them on the door circuit like we've been. So probably what I'll do is just use a reader to read the switch, and then use that to turn the lights on. Kind of like a light switch. This is going to be annoying. Yeah, I should have. Turned those around and ran the other way, because they could have run across the top, and then so they're not going to interfere with the vents. Actually, all the vents I did put up higher, but we've got a wire in the vents too. So, but luckily this is the passive vent for the airlock. So, which has obviously no wiring to it. All right, so we'll get this wired up, and then hopefully we should be good to go. And I think maybe what we'll do is from here, we'll drop down through the floor. And all right, drop down through the floor right here. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot this is deeper than the other one. Okay, well that'll still work. Or yeah, because the airlock uses up some of the space. And then, which will probably work out pretty good. Except we don't really want to come through on that. Well, we do got to tie into that heating circuit as well on this side. And I'm surprised I do not have... I should probably put a heater down at this end. So if this works, I might go through and change out kind of what we have upstairs. I don't know, because it'll allow us to add more heaters into the circuits. Though we do have to watch now because those are set up on small transformers. So we will overload them if we're not. We'll probably have to, well, what we can do is change the heating circuit to be a heavy. And we're missing some welding right there. And we're going to cut some plates. All right, so I think what we're going to do is, we'll probably, oh, it's going to be annoying because we got the stairs there. All right, yeah, we'll have to come all the way over, come across. Does the door block it? I don't remember. No, it looks like we're all right. Okay, yeah. Except we're not going to want that to be the light cable. We're going to want light cable up here. Okay. And then we're going to want, let's see, what do we got for heaters? On one all the way back. And I think I'm going to turn these around so then I can run, because my plan is we're going to have a whole bunch of circuits down here. Atmosphere for this section? No, I haven't done any of the piping yet. That will be coming up shortly. I'm hoping at the least of the next episode we will get to piping. And we can hook up all the and the radiators, so we can do the AC and the air vents and the returns. No, I don't have pressure in this area. The world pressure, I've edited the world pressure, I don't know, quite a few episodes ago, and increased it so that we don't have to have 5 million vents pulling in the CO2, since the greenhouses are not balanced at all right now. Yeah, so it's at 60 kPa, but it's mostly CO2. It's true to the default ratios of Mars for the game. It's just multiplied by, it's 30 times higher than what it is by default. And I don't know if one filter will be enough or not, but we'll have to we'll have to check on that and see once we ever start up the greenhouse again. Though we do have we'll have quite a bit of a buffer, because we have, I think we're at the 20 MP, which I could up it to. We're at 20 MPa in the CO2 tank, so it has filled it up over time. We were actually pretty close when I did fill it up, but I knew from the last time we ran the greenhouse that the one intake filter pulling out of the atmosphere was not enough to keep up with the greenhouse. And since we're doing so much on the base, I just decided not to run it. I don't want to have to stop and like add another filter in or whatever, or shut down the greenhouse again. Though we would at least get a batch, you know, because we definitely, we can definitely grow quite a few harvests. We're gonna run out of light cable, aren't we? Before we use up the CO2. It's just a matter of, usually we don't really harvest it, because right now the greenhouse is basically just to generate, for me, it's just to generate oxygen. I mean, maybe one of these days we'll turn food back on and, actually need to eat. But I want to get the system sustainable, because obviously in the default settings, it's not right now. Since, I mean, especially if we were on the moon, because there would be no way we'd be able to collect enough CO2 on the moon to be able to keep the greenhouse running. Which, granted, constantly, you don't have to keep it, really running constantly, since you can get a harvest out of it. But that's obviously not all that realistic either. And I have to figure out what we're going to have to do. And we might turn these sideways, because obviously the lines are going to try to cross if we do that. So my thought is okay, there's 4,000 watts on that line, 4,000 watts on that line. So we should, if the game is correct, which I don't know if I've ever tested it. So we don't want a four-way. We do kind of want a, no, we don't want a, we just want a junction. Why am I trying to use a three-way junction? There we go. And I think I just passed it. All right. So we should be able to do that, because this should be able to hold, obviously this will hold 4K plus 4K, so 8K. And I'm assuming that it's intelligent enough to know that these are only drawing 4K on this line, so it should not blow up. And granted, we could always just put a transformer here if it does. So we could do a transformer, a small transformer, a small transformer. And I think that'll get us from having to run yeah, I guess we'll do that. Having to run separate lines all the way from the batteries all the way over to there. And, oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. And I just realized I didn't need to pull that off because I can see the wire right there. No, we should probably leave that off because we had to open that up last time too to run that wire through. And I think we're going to be, pretty much running a lot of wire through here right now. And I think... how do we want to run that? I'm thinking, well, we can't run over there. We can't run over there. Oh, that's funny. I'm like, okay, I get stuck on the side of the stair there. We need to come back over to here. Or actually, we might pull a transformer off, and maybe we'll set a transformer over on one of these. And, oh, you know what? We could just run that on the floor. That'll probably work. Though we do got to go up. We got to go up here. So this side's going to tie into it. So maybe we will. Maybe we'll just run across the floor here. I got to dig that out and put the blocks in there, and we can go up the wall over and then tie in. And then we can actually tie in right on the output side. We don't even need a transformer. Oh, these transformers? Most of these don't do anything right now. These are basically just the lighting circuits. So one for this room, one for... Well, they're the power circuits, but since we're controlling, like we did in the, I'm just going to say, original part of the base, each room is on its own transformer, and then that way the lights as well are isolated, and then that way when we, have them hooked to the circuit for the switches, it doesn't shut off like all the lights on the base. It also keeps us from, honestly, up until we started doing stuff like that, well, until the greenhouse, we didn't really have a reason to split them out, but now at least we do got control over it. But yeah, it's basically one for each room, and we've got a nice little lag spike there. I really wish they'd fix that. Oh yeah, before I forget again, yeah. So as I started to mention, the devs posted that there was not going to be an update this Friday for the main brand, the public basically version, but they did post some of the stuff they're working on, which I guess they're doing a revamp of the walls. So I guess they're getting, maybe we're gonna have some variants and stuff. And I don't know if they're gonna, you know, change the ones we have now. If they're gonna do some stuff, some tweaking on them or not. But yeah, it sounds like we're gonna have some more. Oh look. Oh, that's the door. Yeah, which we do got to run power to, by the way. For some reason, I was thinking the grid. You know what? We can probably come all the way back over there. Yeah, we want this cleaned out. Obviously, we gotta do some welding over here, and it looks like I missed a spot on the floor, too. Probably because it was buried under rock. Yes. Yeah, so the walls so I basically they said there was a whole bunch of colds and stuff going around, and they had a lot of people out in the last week and a half, and basically they were slacking. Um, no, they do. I'm pretty impressed with, especially on the beta. The amount of stuff that they put out. But they also showed ladders. So they showed at least 3 different versions. I don't know if those are, and they look like they were from kind of like in-game shots. So they weren't like concepts or something. But yeah, so that would be nice if we had, actual ladders. Which is one of the things I wanted, because then, we wouldn't have to have the big staircase down to the maintenance area, or, to get on the roof. We could have ladders as well. Really, you're not gonna. Thank you. Don't be a pain. Don't be a pain. So that is something I'm definitely, it's obviously not something we're going to be using all the time, but I can definitely see them getting use. And but yeah, definitely for like the maintenance area, or it'd be nice if they do ladders, they add a hatch in. Which granted you can use a door, but it would be nice, if they, even if it's just a door that's reskinned to look like a hatch. Because that's basically, for this, it's the same thing. Oh, we did stick one back there, didn't we? Let's see if we can pull that back up. There we go. Yes, somehow buried in the dirt. All right, so this should work. I guess pretty good. Definitely gonna have to make some more. Unless we have some in the other locker. Basically, all of our wiring is in the inventory right now. I would like a variant of the stairs with sealed underneath. Or at least sealed treads on the top. Well, no, sealed underneath. Okay. Actually, we're going to change that. Not a corner. We want a... Oh, I guess we want a junction. Or we could do a... No. 3-way... Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, because then we'll run, we can cross over. I forgot we keep having all those pipes sitting there. All right, so, and then we should be able to hook right onto this circuit. But we are going to have to go make more heavy cable. And we'll probably go around and weld some of these blocks up while we... no matter how much wiring you have, you always end up running out. Because I'm pretty sure we grabbed it all. And I feel like I'm hitting myself in the face with my bolt cutters. And yeah, let's not make a stack of fuses and walk away. Luckily, they don't take very long, so pretty nice. And what tool am I missing? Oh, stack of wires. That's right. All right, so we'll go weld up some of these missing panels, which we can probably close that one up now. We've got stairs going down there. I'm surprised our torch hasn't run out. Especially when I'm just walking around with it on. And of course, we're going to probably be ripping stuff open. Well, we're definitely going to be ripping stuff open when we do the piping. And I am going to leave that one open. And there was one, which I don't think there was any missing up here. I think it's just back here. Yep. And for whatever reason. All right, leave that one open because obviously we're getting up in there, but we can't close that one up. And I do believe that is the door. That's the hallway. So yeah, we don't want to weld that up. Oh, I didn't grab a frame. Of course. All right. And I think we actually have a bit to weld over here in the... Yeah, we've got no frame there. And that keeps bothering me. We'll have to touch that up. Oh, we still do have the... we still got to do the cleanup around the... underneath all the stairs. And let's not... Can I do it? Oh, so close. Missing wire. That is a possibility. Oh, that's what I was trying not to do. Why are you not welding that one? Oh, thank you. All right. Well, we're not going to fix the broken one until we... Oh, yeah, we are short on frames too, aren't we? Which, honestly, we don't have... Oh, that's funny. You know what? I never tried welding on the ice to see what happens. Okay. Yeah, so we do need a few more. Oh, I guess we had one there. A few more by under the stairs. I may have skipped over it, since I do sometimes have a tendency to do like the straight sections first and then go back and do the corners, and then of course I end up forgetting. Oh, I didn't realize we used all the plates. Here, I'll grab those. Oh yeah, it looks like I burned through it. Yep, so we'll fix that in a minute when we do the other one. So did we have... That is welded. That is welded. Ah. There's one more plate down here. And then plus whatever it is to fill this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need about 28 frames. Oop, yeah, let's not replace that with a light cable. And Thank you. All right, and yeah, because we've got a few oddball frames here and there that we got to grab too, which we do have some up here. And I guess we should go check and see how much wire we've got. I think we're all right on the heavy cable. I think that'll be enough to finish it off. But this should hopefully last us a little bit longer. Of course, we still have the wall coolers to heat a wire up, and then obviously all the machines. So we will definitely use all this up plus more, which is kind of the reason I smelted a whole bunch of copper up. All right. And I am glad it does kind of make these. It seems like they were kind of smart on the stuff that you kind of use a lot. Generally, crafts pretty fast, like steel plates, wires, pipes. They all do craft at a relatively decent speed, which is nice because if these crafted as slow as the heavy cables did, yeah, we're gonna have over 50. Yep. All right. Let me get some there. All right. Oh, actually. Very nice. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we needed. Actually, do we have a spot? We do. All right. Steel frame. No, that's all pipes. Oh. Yeah, we still grabbed. We used up all of our steel sheets too. Oh, we kind of need everything in our inventory. I guess we could leave a. We'll probably still want it, but kit, steel frames, not quite enough. All right. Well, luckily we're pretty close. I actually think they may have sped those up a little bit too. That seems to be going decent clip. I thought those used to take longer. All right. Well, we'll get like 3 or 4 more of these, and then we should be good to fill in any of the missing areas. All right. That should do us good. Is there a battery? Oh, a battery dropped really low for some reason. I'm assuming it's the machine was running. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I... that would be why. I did not turn those off. I'm sure it was a combination of the machine too. But for whatever reason, those 2 extra ACs, that seems to be enough that it makes it drop quite a bit. I'm assuming one of those must have a pretty... yeah, I probably would be, like too short. Well, there's one of those where some of that was already filled in because it's filled in underneath the batteries. So we might be all right. Oh, well, yeah, there's one there and there's one in that corner. So we'll see. I mean, if we need to go back and grab some more, we can later on. Okay. And at some point, we'll have to pull the oxides out of here. Or we just call it the crystal cave. And that one wall so bothers me. That is the only place in the base that has a wall and not a frame block. Oh, look. Exactly correct. That never happens. Except for right now. All right. So we'll go ahead and get these welded up real quick. And then we'll finally have everything situated. Hey, Tommy. Welcome back. Oh, and it's Dark Dragon. All right. Move right along on this. And then we can get back to the wiring. It is so much easier to wire when it's not the dirt. I said hi to Dark Dragon. I think maybe you got a little bit of delay there. No, because I didn't see you. He popped in before you did. It wasn't a delay. You showed up after he did. Oh, there we go. Really? Really? All right. Well, anyway, this is why we never get anything done on this expansion. We constantly run out of stuff. Though, obviously we have them. They're just, yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, we're not going to run them across the top because we can't cross over the line. Yeah, I guess we'll run this one down. We'll continue on and run down along the floor. But I don't really like that idea because, yeah, we're going to have to end up running some of the wiring inside. I really, really wish we'd get away to cross grids. And I just said I'm going to run that down by the floor. You obviously think I have a lot more money than I do. Okay. Oh, not the four-way corner. Ah, there we go. And run around. Now, and somewhere, we've got to tie this into the grid with the heating and cooling. I want to figure that one out. And it's somewhere we're gonna, wall cooler wall. Did I really only put 2 in here? That's kind of a one. Yeah, I guess so. And you know what? Those ACs aren't going to work on that wall either. We'll have to move. Well, I guess we could go up to the ceiling. I don't know. For some reason, I have a feeling that the station is bigger than your backyard. But I could be wrong. You could just have some really giant backyard. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I do have a feeling we're going to have to put more heaters in here, though. I don't know. 2 doesn't seem like enough for the size of the room. But granted, they will all work. All right. So I'm going to take this line, continue it on, and travel back to... We're going to want to tie into the transformer and not the battery. I think what we might do is just put a transformer right here, and then we can just pull off of the out. Oh shoot, the outputs are on the other side. See, no matter what, we turned the batteries the other way last time, and then we had issues from doing that. We turned them this way this time, we have issues from that. And how do we want to do this? I don't really want to block it because I want to continue on the batteries if we need them. I guess we could do transformers down this side. And I don't think we can put the large transformers on the wall. All right, let's go make a large transformer because we definitely need that. And we can go grab some more steel plates while we're doing that. I don't know if it's really counted as space beer if it comes from a space station in your backyard. Okay, so first of all, let's grab some of those and a large transformer. Though we actually do have a large transformer sitting to be used. Oh, we need the steel. Really? They're going to make me dump everything out of here for steel and electrum. Okay, there's electrum. That should be steel. I don't have any steel in there, really? Oh, no, I guess I didn't put any steel in there. Okay. Or, you know, I guess we could have just made it in the fabricator. That would have taken twice as long, though. Yeah, well, I actually started to do on Twitch, and I didn't mind it. But, you know, unless you pay, doesn't actually keep the videos. So, I didn't like that. Yeah, probably not. All right. Oh. Let's go look in here because we have to tie into the heating and cooling grid, which is that line is tying into there to control those, which run to the circuits for the heating and cooling. And that's what I didn't want to do, is I don't want to have to keep running lines all the way back to here and put, you know, transformer for each one. Yeah, I know. I can do that, but then, you know, I have to upload all the videos. Which is one of the convenient things for the YouTube is that, you know, basically it saves it. I mean, I do record all the episodes as anyway. And obviously dead bodies. But then I delete them off because I save in a pretty high quality, high format anyway. So it very quickly starts eating in a ton of hard drive space. Like every now and then I forget and I go and I'm like, oh, look, I have 200 gigs worth of videos that I need to delete out. That is true. I don't know. Maybe when there's more people watching, something to look into. All right, so we want to tie. Problem is this is batch out writing. This is batch writing to the small transformers. Now we could move these two circuits and tie them kind of like we're doing now. Or I could actually just add another batch writer on here that reads the same thing and just batch writes to that one transformer. Well, it's not bad. You say only 1K followers. I have like not even 150. A little bit of difference there. But yes. Yeah, but I'm not really doing it to make money anyway. I mean, maybe down the line, if I do so, then, you know, that'll be great. But so I really want to put, well, not right there because the stairs come up right there. So we'll come back a little bit farther. Output, input. I really wish they had a variant of this because I would really like the dials in the front, but I kind of need the power going out the back in this particular case, unless we want to loop around, which I really don't want to do. So, yeah, we'll say, we'll leave a little bit of room. We'll say like right there. And I really want to know why my transformer has a gas tank on it. I'm assuming it's an oil tank. I'm assuming that's for cooling reservoir, though really they don't have a reservoir on them, so it's not really real anyway. Or correct, I should say. Yeah, YouTube is making a lot of changes. All right, so we want to do, but like I said, it is a possibility down the line. I don't know. I have to think and see. You know what? That's wasting cable. Well, actually, either I run that as heavy cable. Yeah, I guess that is kind of a waste. So let's change this to a straight cable. Okay. I think that should work. And I told you, Dark Dragon, this because you do enough talking for everybody. Okay, so we'll do actually, let's not do that either. You know, get that out of here. Yes, so we do one. Oh, the lovely lag spike. Come on. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, we wanted that kind of how we had it, but we want it like this. Oh, you're watching it from two screens? Oh. Is that, no, I was gonna say. Oh, well, yeah, there is that. That is a lot of screens. I didn't think you would get a sore neck if you had that many screens. Though maybe you're in a recliner. Okay. So we're going to find out in a minute if this actually works or not, or if I'm going to have to replace a ton of this off camera, which I think it should work. I don't see why not. Okay. So, oh, we can combine those. My cabling here is going to be a little bit of a mess. All right. So we are going to want data on this. I don't know if we're going to want power and data tied in together. Probably is not really going to matter. So we will, and if it does, we can just move the power line back one farther later on. I don't think in this case we're going to need to separate them though. And oh, very nice. Oh, really? The batteries blink and make beeping noises when they're low. Sometimes I think they just add sounds in this game just to add sounds. All right, so, and I put the drill back. Oh, no, I didn't put the drill back. Very nice. I must have thought I was going to need to use it for some reason. All right, so what we're going to do is kind of like we did in the other one. And that is, we'll run this cable underneath. Very nice. That will work. And then if we need to tie anything into it, we can later on. All right. All right, and here we go. All right, so we will, which this might be enough. We will see. I guess we should change that out too, but it'll be good for now. Come on. Oh, the beeping, the beeping. Maybe one of these days they'll actually give us control over. I think they'll add a switch on every machine that's sound on and off. I mean, come on, my washer and dryer, I can turn the sound on and off on. Okay, here we go. There. Oh, look, we can use a 5-way junction. I don't know how many times I've slowly added on. Let's switch these. So we want, oh, actually 4-way. Yeah, we don't need a 5-way, we need a 4-way. Okay, and the corner. All right, now it's, oh, we still gotta do that one too. And watch, we'll be stuck down here now. Hey, very nice. Not quite, but okay. And we'll change that to a 4. That's not going to be enough cable. 4-way, 5-way, 4-way junction. There we go. No, we want a four-way corner. Ah, there we go. All right, very nice. That'll work. So, if we turn this thing on, and we're going to need 8, 12. We need at least 12. I guess we should just max it out. It's only going to draw what it needs anyway. Which, you know, I kind of think they should just... So 1. Which obviously, yes, we're heating space right now, or the world. But I want to see if any lines are going to blow or not. No, I'm so jealous right now. I want to upgrade my video cards, but, you know, I just had to replace my transmission. Okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. So technically this would be over, which we see no issues right now. So hopefully this will work out. I mean, it should. We could get the data network, the network reader. But yeah, that looks like that'll work fine. So thankfully the electrical grid is smart enough, which I kind of thought it was. Nope, actually maybe it wasn't. We just burned out a line somewhere. Right there. 1, 2, 3. So see, that line should not have burned out because there was only 3 kilowatts on that line. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't. Oh no, wait a minute, right there. Yeah, that goes upstairs. So yes, it's not smart enough to actually separate it out. That's really annoying. But we could put a small transformer there, and then it would fix the problem. And then that would give us a way to, instead of having to come each individual line, come all the way back, we can just tie into the main lines. Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, no, it's not smart enough to realize that there's not, the power's not traveling along that. Well, shoot. All right, so we'll need so we'll probably will change this one then, just so we don't have to have a small transformer there and a small transformer right there. Actually, that one's short enough. We can just make it heavy wire. It's probably actually cheaper than making a transformer. Okay, and now what we can do, I'm really bummed about that. I was hoping that was going to work. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll put a small transformer right behind our big transformer. Which I guess that is kind of realistic, because obviously if you pump the... Well, yeah, but it's only going to... Yeah, it's going to only pull over the line that what it actually needs. All right, let's see. It should just be at the junction, so that should be pretty much... it, because it's going to basically burn out right at where the transition is. Did I? Oh, I did. All right, so we'll put one there, put one there. We probably can't put a small transformer there. Oh, that's going to be annoying. All right. So if we change this to a three-way corner, we can put a transformer there. Now we're going to have to get funky with our... Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll just put it on the ceiling. We can do that. And that will work. And tie in there. And we'll just put a three-way junction there. There, that'll fix it. Oh, that's right, this is heavy cable. Okay. And what we'll do is we can do one there, that can continue on there. And we'll just run this back. And then we'll get over on that vent anyway. Alright, so 1, 2, yeah, this circuit, the circuit upstairs, the circuit in here, 3. So yeah, 3 small transformers, which we might actually be able to just pull off this wall right here. And let's see here. Oh, well, we got 2. What? Really? 2. Lights, lights, lights. All right. Actually, you can go ahead and put one right here. Since we are here. And yay, heater. All right, I believe, which we don't need them on right now, since obviously we are just wasting power to do so. And we will do... So we'll have to max these ones out. Or slightly above 4. And the only good thing is from doing this, then we can just cross this heavy cable over to the circuit, and it will transform it. Or it will control it, basically, not transform it. Well, it does technically transform it because it's a transformer, but it will control it since it is running the small circuits, and that gets... no, it won't. Actually, why did we put... Oh, because I was going to control it with the transformer. I got to think about that setup now. Because, yes, we were going to control it with the transformer, But since obviously we are not, and we're controlling it through those, that transformer is actually kind of in the way now because it's going to block the circuit. Well, I guess we could bring the circuit over to it because we need to tie in basically here to be able to hit all of the small transformers on the circuit. Nothing's going to blow up. Though we are about due to have something blow up again. We haven't had anything blow up in like, I don't know, 20 episodes. Alright, so. Transformer small. 1. You can hope, yes. Though you missed it because I believe Kelvin made an atmosphere for a world he was messing around with that was mixed with the flammable materials. It was basically fuel. So everything was basically catching on fire every time he turned around, which I guess was kind of the point. All right, so do transformer here. I didn't really, well, I guess I'd rather have transformers all over the place than have the have to run the lines all the way back to the batteries for every single time. And there we go. That's the circuit here. And then that's the circuit here. Which the good thing is we could, if we wanted to do individual circuits, then we can still write to each individual transformer if we really wanted to break it down that far at some point later on. Or they change something. I'm not, and which I don't see doing unless they change something in the logic, because that would be a pain to set up that circuit every single time. All right, so we should have somewhere right. Oh, I think we need to go this way a little bit farther. Yeah, it should be that line. No, not that line. Oh, that's right. We went up through the ceiling on that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe, no, we did we go through the floor or the ceiling? I'm assuming it's that one right there. Yes, so that one. Hey, look, the purple block. And obviously it seems like there's no atmosphere right there for some reason. Or gravity. Interesting. And then that's the line running for the ACs. Okay, so if we tie into this one, then it will see it, the batch writer will see the small transformers. Now, what the question is what is the easiest? We're just going to rip a ton of holes in the walls here. There's our stairs. That's too high. I don't want to go that high. Okay, right there. So really not that bad. We need to go from there back over. So I guess we'll probably change this line with a heavy, since otherwise we're going to have to run all the way back to here anyway. The only thing with that then is that one will not be controlled because it won't be on a transformer. I guess it's worth it just to run the line all the way back. Though Maybe we'll just move the transformer down and start it over here so we don't have to run a line all the way across that we're going to be then working around for everything else we add into this room. Yeah. Which we could just continue this line down, because the idea is that if we need more transformers, they're going to go down this side. You know, at least the big ones. And then batteries and small transformers are going down this side. Oh, yes, and all the pet hair. Because getting pet hair in your spacesuit would not be fun. And we don't really need the jetpack on. You know, I really wish we could just... Oh, you know, I just had an idea. I don't know if I like it or not. Let me think about this. We could. So I just had a thought. We could do a staircase from this one to the other one. I don't know if I really like that idea. Because, like, right here, you just pull out the two batteries and put them up on that side, since it doesn't really matter now where they're at. Or honestly, we could do that. Do we get enough? Yeah, or we could do here. We could have a stairs come down right there. Either one of those would work. Oh, actually, no, it won't, because that's the staircase right there. So it has to be either this one or this one. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really want to have... I kind of want to leave these separate. No, we'll have to think about that. It is an option, because that is enough for, yeah, one staircase would reach. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to have the battery rooms connected. But then it kind of... I don't know. I'm just thinking, because then we have the whole hallway running down there. But we need the hallway to get to the other room anyway. We'll think about it. Maybe later on. Alright, so let's drop that down there for now. And how much heavy cable do we have? Not enough. Look, we burned through all the heavy cable. So, you go from there, wrap around, come down. And I'm kind of thinking, so if the transformer outputs... Yeah, either way, we're going to use a ton of, because we'll have to do heavy cable over to here and either tie into this line, which would then let us go to all of our transformers. We'd have to put a transformer right there, though. So we'd have it, you know, basically wherever this one is, then we'll just move, have that wire come in, another transformer come in off. And then we can tie the transformer into that line. And then we really do probably need another one over here. I think we need one like over there. If not, two more, because it seems, I don't know, two heaters seem kind of not enough for up here. And I think we kind of need more upstairs anyway. The base was taking forever to heat up. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make some more heavy cable. And if we do, so if this is input, and we continue this down. And then if we continue our output from here, yeah, I don't know if I'm liking that. I don't think I am. Because that is a data only line. Which, no, I don't like that. That's not going to work. Because, oh, well, it's on the other side of the transformer. So yes, that would work. And I think then, yeah, we're going to want to take this transformer, move it down here. This heavy cable line will come over and tie into the output on that transformer, because we can't have it tie into the input, because if it does, it'll backfeed the data and it's going to start controlling all of these small transformers. So we'll still want that transformer to isolate that circuit, because the power will basically be coming through on this side, and then it's data only on this line. But we have to have it be a heavy cable or it will blow up, which is kind of a waste of heavy cable. But it will be nice whenever they do whatever they're going to do with the, which means I don't want to put it on the floor like this. Because if we put it on the floor like that, then any other transformers we have are going to tie into it. Which I guess that's, yeah, no, we don't want that to happen. Honestly, I don't think we're going to have too many large transformers. I was thinking that mostly this is going to be batteries. But we'll do batteries, run down that wall, and if we fill that up, we'll start up here, run back that way. We'll start transformers that way, run this way. And then hopefully they won't get in the way of each other. So, how are we going to want to do this then? So if we have transformers on all of this, then we're not going to want that like that. And I'm probably going to end up having to change this again. But there's power running there, and then that goes to all those the small transformers. And this one we could actually run a light line on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So yeah, we can run the light cable like we did over there on those. And we'll change this. Yeah, so the rest of it's all fine. It's just this room basically that's going to have to get changed. So this is going to be changed. And one of my 3, yeah, we're going to want that. And we do want that light cable, so that's fine. And that'll tie into that one and then continue off into the other one down there. And like I said, we might put a 4th one in as well. I don't think got quite enough. Oh, and there's the autosave. Or the lag spike. Looks like the lag spike because it's not popping up autosave. Hey, there we go. Supposedly they did do some performance tweaks again. But obviously they still haven't taken care of that lag spike. Which, you know, it's an early access, so as far as early access issues, that's not, you know, horrible. Okay, actually, I'm not going to want to put that there because that's going to be kind of a pain to run back to. So what we will do is have this run down to there. Now I don't really like the height this is at because it's going to be kind of a little bit in the way. And we need enough space to run the yeah. I don't know. We can work around it. I was thinking about putting it on the ceiling. Oh, this is just going to look kind of funky. So if we do transformer here, large transformer, and then we will tie into here. This is going to look so... I will probably end up rewiring this later on. But just to keep things moving along for now. Okay. And a corner. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be changing this because this is going to drive me nuts. Yeah, and we'll just do this height. Because you know what? It looks hideous already, so why don't we just keep making it look even worse? It's going to be the ugliest wiring in the base. Though, honestly, I guess the room's long enough. We could just put the transformer here. And then feed up. Either way. Maybe we'll move it. Let's just get it in and working. And then we can revisit. Because we're still going to probably have more stuff that's going to expand into it anyway. I mean... I don't know if we actually have any more heaters. Okay. And then what we'll do is move the transformer, set it down here, heavy cable on our input line. We can pull that off, and then that'll be ready to either have batteries output into it or to have transformers pull from it. So at least that will be something that will work out pretty good. So we're not going to need that and that there for now. Yeah, and we are going to want to run. Yeah, I'm definitely... what do you got? 45... And why did I make this room so long? Because we ran out of space in the last one. I did think about moving all the batteries over here. And transformers. And then just leaving that room for circuits. For like the base wide circuits. And then we're not going to need data. All right. So we're going to want... I know. You know, I'd rather make the room too big and not need all the space than not make it big enough. Like that one. Though technically, if we open that up and we have the stairs going down, it is one room. It's just a multi-level room. And obviously, yeah, we're not going to have enough heavy cables to do this. Yeah, that's the problem. And I thought I made it big enough. Well, that was also, too, is when you could stack the batteries. because my thought was is that if we needed more room, if we needed more batteries and whatnot, that we would be able to stack, you know, and then they got rid of that. So that it was kind of planned ahead, but because obviously we've got plenty of wall space to put more circuits and stuff in, or more, you know, small transformers and whatnot. But we just don't have any more room for batteries. And that should be power going in. Yes. And we're probably not going to have enough to do this now. Oh, really? And I got to move that over one. Or I can move this back one, I guess. One way. Yeah, we can actually do that. Would work better. Wrong tool. And not a three-way junction. We want a three-way corner. Going the other way. And we'll just max that out. Oh, actually, what am I doing? We don't want a transformer there. We don't want a transformer at all. That's going to... Oh, yes, we do. Wait a minute. Yes, we do want the transformer. Ah, I got confused there. Yes, we definitely want the transformer. Yeah, I know. It's just, you're not supposed to do it, so I don't really want to do, because you never know if they're going to change something, and then, you know, the next time you log in, just stuff is, you know, no longer magically floating in the air. Okay. So power going out, which obviously is not going to go completely out until we get that hooked back up. And that will basically connect right into that line. And this is running this room circuit. So we can either continue on and have more heaters on that side, or we'll have a couple more heaters, which we might just put like another heater here. Yeah, we should probably put like a heater there, and then one down at that end, and that'll give us 4 for this area. Yeah, so this will continue on for the circuit in this room. This will tie in to the output of there, and then we need, you know what I'm going to do too, just to get this. Okay, so then we'll be able to have our power going out, which we don't actually have that hooked, but oh wait, why are we not getting power? Did I miss a corner? No. Power going out. Power going in. Power going out to the transformer. The transformer is on. That heater is... Why is that heater not on? Do another burnt line somewhere? Oh, it should be anything burnt on this side. Huh. Oh, we can actually pull that off the wall too. And power there. Well, that's strange. Oh, have a night. Good night, David. And we'll probably have to go grab the e-reader and find out what's going on. I don't see anything that's not wired up right, though. And it definitely says that is transformer input. And that is transformer output. Oh, wait. Yeah, hey, you know what? We can turn the dial up. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? Okay. Yes. So, working. Very nice. And then, so we'll go ahead and turn that off for now to save power. But, and then what we need to do is run a line down along this wall and hit yep, and we'll want to hit in here basically, which I guess we can come around on the floor because there's nothing there to hook into, and that will tie back to the circuit, and then that way the circuit, which is controlling small transformers, is isolated from the rest of the system, which is the only reason we have that transformer there. Because otherwise we wouldn't need it. How did I keep those? How did I keep them isolated on the other side? Because that just runs over to the... How did I do that? How is that not back feeding through? Yeah, how is it not hitting these? Oh, because no, it's not pulling off of the... Wait, is it pulling off? Do I have it pulling off the input side? No, I don't have it pulling off the inside. Oh, it's isolated from this by this transformer. Yeah, so same setup basically. Is it's isolated. These are isolated by this transformer. I forgot that was there. So we did the same thing. This data line comes through. That's the data line tying in, and then the power is tying into the output on this side, and that line is basically supplying the power. That way, which it would be nice if they did just have a one-way. Well, I guess actually if the data lines are, the data circuits are, wiring is separated out. Though it would be nice if we actually had a line, or I don't know, it'd be nice if they did it like as a... Oh, this might be something that somebody can, this might, nah, I don't know if you can make mods for that yet. Probably not. It would be nice to have something like the transformer that you can put data and power into and then just output like a power. But not have it be a transformer that's limited, because, right now it basically would be like a signal filter. And what do we need? We need heavy cable. Oh, that's right. We're on transformers. We do not want transformers right now. All right. And I don't think... I'm pretty sure we've used up all of our heavy cable. Oh, wait a minute. That was steel sheets. That is good to know, because I did kind of actually need those. Like, while I was downstairs welding stuff. But I forgot, because I always forget there's a spot open in 4. We're going to need quite a bit of this. I guess we'll go weld for a minute while that runs. Oh yeah, we can put a thing on that too. Oh, we should check our tank while we're up here. What are we at? What are we at? Oh, 3.8. It's in the positives. So, yeah, I really, which is what this okay. Well, there was a transformer over here. It seems to have disappeared now. We literally had it sitting on the floor right here. This is why I don't like to leave stuff like sitting on the floor, because it just randomly falls through or disappears. Um, yeah, we still need to change that one out. What, the temperature? It's the temperature for the tank. It's finally up in the positives, so we have another 16.2 degrees Celsius to go, and it'll finally vent out into the system, because we're up to 7.738. So by the time we get to 20, it's probably going to be up around 8, 8.5. For the pressure. And that is, it was 47% pollution yesterday, so it'll be probably, it might be up around 50, because I did smell a whole bunch of iron and gold and stuff today. So we might be, actually we can check. We got to walk right by it again anyway. Which we do need, because that's all the pollution we have in the tank right now, and we're gonna have to pressurize all the pipes for the ACs. So running off from over the radiator. So we've got to run the line, which we can run from right behind there, since that's the pollution tank is right there. So basically the other side of that wall, we got to pull a line off and run it into that building, and then all through the building, so we can get the ACs up and running. Yep, 52% pollution and 36% carbon dioxide, which we did get because I had the intakes running, so we pulled a lot of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Unfortunately, it's at negative 60 degrees, so which we had already pulled up a ton of ice anyway, so it was already, the tank was cold. But I think I do want to put more heaters down there to speed that up. Because I think there's only, what, 4 down there right now? Yeah, because we're running off a small transformer. So I think what we're going to do is cram as many heaters in there as we possibly can. I'm wondering if we could drop the staircase down. We'd have to maybe move this one, I think. And then we could put even more in there. Just make it a big tall wall. And I think we're getting plenty of heat transfer. Because I remember correctly, let's see, the last time we tested this. Oh, it's right, we got to manually open the door. Yeah, I do like it like this too. But I mean, we'll fill this up with radiators first, and then we'll see. Because maybe we won't, maybe that'll be enough to speed it up quite a bit. Because I think we've got room for like 2 more over here. And then obviously we can do another line here. And we could do a line across the ceiling if we move that wire. Before even going, here. And then I think this back wall is pretty much free. So we can fit quite a bit more heaters in there. And it seems like it's absorbing it fast enough. Because as I was going to check, I'm pretty sure if we open this door up. Yeah, see, we're only up at like 5 degrees. So it is transferring all the heat. So it's not like we're not heating up that area, and the radiators aren't able to transfer it fast enough. So they are definitely transferring it. So I think we just need to output more heat. But the good news is that we don't have to run the transformer up there now. We can come down through here, and we can tie right into that heater line that we ran directly below the door. So we can basically put one. Actually, yes, we can. We can pull one right there, and we just will not be. We're getting the power from there because it's not on that circuit. Hey, Various. And where do we want to run? Get this heavy cable ran. We'll probably have enough heavy cable made upstairs to finish this off now. All right. One, two. Yeah, we don't have that much more. And we're good there. We're good there. Good there. Though we need to, we do need to run the, we want to do this as a junction. There we go. But we do got to still run back to that, to the actual circuit. All right, so we'll get this back. And yeah, nothing like random height. You know what I didn't do? I didn't fill up my jetpack, did I? No, I did not. Did we actually jump? I was actually able to jump out of that. I am surprised. Usually it's like, you know, you can't get out of the smallest hole. There we go. This is an expansion on the base. We're hooking up the. I've got to get all the subsystems hooked up for. It's going to be our ore, kind of our automated ore processing and refining. So we had some sorters and furnaces going in over there, and then that's going to be a maintenance area to run all the piping and stuff over. And the top of this building is going to be the landing pad for the ship, and then that's our expanded battery storage. And then this is back to the original / main part of the base, with obviously all of our filtration and greenhouse and whatnot. And what did we need while I was up? Oh, we needed a wall heater. Though I think we have at least one floating around in the lockers. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that we do. Okay, well, this will be enough to finish off what we're working on right now. Yep. And we do have the heavy, so we don't need that. I said I do believe vent. Maybe we don't. Maybe I grabbed them all yesterday. I'll go make one just in case. We probably have one sitting outside. Do we put stuff back in here? We should, hopefully. We need... yeah, we should be all right. Just one wall. Actually, we want two wall heaters? 2 wall heaters. Yes. I swear they've sped up some of the construction. Oh, yes. One of the lovely blocks that does not stack. Actually, Oh, we don't have anything in 4. Okay, there. That'll work. So we can... Oh, and while we're up here, let's charge our jetpack before I forget yet again, because we're definitely going to need it for the next thing we're doing. 5772, and we're close enough. I did actually remember to swap these out earlier, so we actually do have some of these pre-charged. The other two still need to be charged up, but yeah, I actually finally remembered to do that. I should put a down the line. We should put a console with a gas display on it, so that way we know which ones are filled and which ones aren't. I'm actually going to change it out and move the mixers over to it, so it'll charge the whole bank at the same time. And then we can have a bank for oxygen, a bank for nitrogen. I think we only need like one for the welder, really, because it lasts forever. For one thing. And what do we got? We're right up at the top, aren't we? Pretty much. We'll center it on this section. Or do we want to center? We'll center it on the room. Alright, so we're going to stick one there. And I think what we're going to do is move this one down here. And how in the did I manage to do that? Yeah, 5-way junction instead of a... let's toss that, actually. Oh, actually, we got space to put that on our... right there. Alright, so we'll have that one, that one. We'll have that one. That's still too close. Yeah, we need the other one where it was. I will be streaming Hellion tonight. As soon as I get this actually done, we're going to wrap up this episode because we're almost at 2 hours. And then thankfully, I guess I'll probably relabel this the heating. And we'll stick it probably about right there. And we'll do cooling. Thankfully, I don't know. Actually, we've got cooling and oxygen, so we'll probably try to do those. And then finally, we can actually the main purpose of the building is the ore refinery. But obviously, we need to get everything all hooked up so that we have a way to use it all. You know, just like you don't furnish your house before you get all your electrical in. All right. And, oh, and the lovely lag spike. Which is weird because I have not noticed it say the console might be not showing up. Oop. Ah. Yes, that was the world save. Okay. Yeah, it was over on the chat. It is nice that you can hide that. But yeah, I'll be doing a Hellion relatively shortly. And we're going to come down one on that. And I've went through and did the station planner earlier. So I know how we're going to lay out the station. And some stuff is kind of close, but it will actually work. And if we can recover them, we can actually hook up the crew quarter modules, which I don't think have gotten too far away yet. Which would be nice because they do have the extra storage for components and stuff in them, and suits and whatnot. And they do have the spawn pods in them, so. And yeah, so we have to play. It's going to be a lot of musical modules. And then I was actually thinking about doing which I keep saying this, but I'm thinking about doing an episode of rock. And yes, I know, I just passed over that, but that's really bothering me that's got that jog in there. I'll leave it kind of consistent. Even though it will be all hidden by wall paneling at some point down the line. Ah, very nice. And one last junction. Okay, so one there, one there, one there. I still don't think that's spaced out right. We'll probably have to move one back over there. But it's not a critical thing. Oh, no, one there. Yeah, I think that one needs to move down. Anyway, that's my OCD kicking off. One of these days I'll probably just measure the blocks and put it where it needs to be. So, we gotta do heavy cable now. And we need to tie into this circuit right here. And if we do it... I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just change that to a three-way. Let's say, because we can't go... can we? Can we? I don't think so. Yeah, because that's going to be the same level as that. So we want a three-way corner. No, actually, we want a three-way junction. There we go. Are you the 100th sub? I'm surprised well, actually, I'm not really surprised, but YouTube doesn't tell you. You think when you hit, I guess, relatively... Oh, what did we do? Are we off one here? Oh, other way. Name a station/ship. Yeah, probably in Stationeers. Since we only have really one ship in Hellion. And I've already named that one. But actually, I'm continuing it. So every time I lose the ship in Hellion, I'm adding. We're on the Wanderer 2 right now. So we lose that one, we'll be on Wanderer 3. I don't know why. I just felt like doing that. So. Okay. All right, and we'll get this hooked in here. If that's my last piece of heavy cable, I'm going to be so... No, I know we got more. That's why I made sure I made plenty. Hey, Kelvin. How you doing tonight? You've caught the very tail end of the episode, by the way. Though I'm going to stream Hellion next. Okay, So there is the data coming in from the circuit for the heating. And then here is our power coming in. And we should now be able to turn all of these on. And when the base is pressurized, it will automatically, and it's below 20 degrees, it will automatically kick on all of the wall heaters, just like it does with the rest of the base. And we will have those, because it's actually, we leave these on, and then it kicks on the transformers. Yes, that. Make sure those are all on. On. Not that we can't go back through and turn them on later on, but might as well be. All right. Thankfully, cooling is so much easier. As long as we just tie into the same grid. Which, I'm going to remember where that's at. Oh, it's the one running right below it. That's right. So, for the cooling, we got to pull off of, say, basically just anywhere on that circuit, except for that, because that's isolated. So yeah, here. Which we might, actually, I think we can pull through the, yeah, actually, I think we can pull through the floor over here, because the cooling circuit runs across to come over to the one over by the gas tank, or the canister refills. So yeah, we should be able to pull right through. That way we don't have to snake it all up through there. And we can run it right over to one of these. And then we'll just continue that all down, all the way through, and daisy chain them together with a whole nother circuit, which maybe we'll run on the ceiling because it's going to get in the way. All right. And we do have a whole ceiling to use, and we haven't really put anything up there yet except for some lights. So well, you'll be able to watch it, I guess, later on. Something to look forward to, right? All right, so that is finally all hooked up. It only took 2 hours. Look, 1 hour and 59 minutes and 7 seconds. We'll grab the ice. But yes, so these 3 rooms are now all hooked up on the heat and tied into the heating circuit. Very nice. So yeah, next episode we'll do, I don't know, either cooling or vents. Probably won't do cooling first. Probably do the pressurization. Just because the cooling, we don't have enough. We still gotta let that tank heat up, so it'll dump all that pollution in there. And now I'm gonna put this ice in here, which is gonna cool it down even more. Hopefully shouldn't make too much of a difference because we're up at 7.7. And yeah, it doesn't look like it made much of a difference. All right, so anyway, we're gonna call it good for this stream. And I'm gonna take a 10-minute break, stretch my legs, get Hellion loaded up, get the server started up, and then we're gonna pop in over there, and we're going to play very many musical modules to get everything all hooked up, and then see if we can recover the CQMs. And that is probably going to take an episode right there to move everything around, if not more. A couple of those, the CQMs are, a couple of those modules are really, really close. So we don't have that many corridors and stuff, but I did work up a way that works pretty good and does have the cargo bay module and the fabricator connected together with the T connector, so very easy to run back and forth. Um, and then, which I really wish you could turn the only thing I don't like about the station layout right now, which I might be able to swap it now that I'm looking at it. I might be able to switch which side I put the power supply module and the CQ. Oh, I screwed up. Yeah, that's not going to work. I use 2 T connectors. We only have one. Shoot. All right, well, I'll have to fiddle with it a little bit. If we can't add the CQMs, we can't add the CQMs. I mean, they're not really going anywhere, but anyway, we'll talk about that when we're in Hellion and not Stationeers. Oh, yeah, I've got some stuff. I've got to get my car up to the shop at 1, and then I'm going to do some yard work. And then I'll probably be streaming after that. So, I got a bit to do, but I can be up for a few more hours. Anyway, at least. So we'll do another couple hours of stream. We'll do some Hellion and get a break from the wiring and pipes and wires and more wires. Yeah. We can just have things, bursting into flames and sparks flying everywhere and, constant fear of death instead. But anyway, we'll call it good for this episode before I ramble on too much longer. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next stream.